South Georgia is known for many things, from agriculture to being the home of only one president from Georgia, Jimmy Carter. But did you know that there is another native son from South Georgia, and the home that started his campaign is right here in Albany?
In today's edition of We the People, WALB News 10's Riley Armott tells us more about George Busbee and his contributions to the state as governor.
This home on 3rd Avenue birthed the campaign for George Busbee, the first Georgia governor to serve 2 consecutive terms. In August 1927, Busbee was born in the small town of Vienna in Dooley County and grew up delivering papers to U.S. Senator at the time, Walter F. George. With a father in the farming industry, Busbee quickly grew a reputation for being a working man.
Well, he rose to prominence with the slogan, elect a workhorse and not a show horse. Came from meager means, rose up to be the governor of Georgia through literally hard work and a demeanor that just was what we needed at the time.
Busbee attended Georgia Military College and then ABAC before joining the U.S. Navy. In 1952, Busbee and his wife moved to Albany. 4 years later, he began his career in Georgia politics, starting in the House of Representatives.
In fact, we were there in Albany. I told him, you don't have enough time to do all the things that you plan to do. He said, well, I don't have any choice. I only got 4 years. I said, you have choice. You got me.
John White was one of the only 2 black members of the House of Representatives when Busbee was governor. White introduced an amendment to the Georgia Constitution that would allow the governor to serve 2 terms.
I'm going to introduce a constitutional amendment that will give you, if the public approves it, you get another 4 years. That will give you 8 years to do what you have to do. It goes on the ballot automatically, so the governor doesn't have to sign it or veto it. So that's how we started our years together there, his 8 years.
Before moving into the governor's mansion, Busbee was appointed to sponsor the Sibley Commission, which played a vital role in desegregating Georgia schools. Busbee reluctantly agreed to it, certain that it would ruin his career. Instead of ending his political career, the black vote played a monumental role in Busbee's rise to the Georgia governorship.
And he was elected, defeated former Governor Lester Maddox in the Democratic runoff, 60%, I think by 20%. And then went on to win the governorship over the Republican from Macon.
As he was running for governor, a bill was introduced to create a lottery. And to this, Busbee said,
hell would freeze over before he would support a lottery bill. That's why I said that you got all these needs, but you don't have any money. Where do you get it from? You get it from the lottery. People are going to play.
14 years later, the Georgia Lottery was created, and in its first year, generated $1.2 billion to support education in the state. George Busbee has been called one of the most influential Albanians in history by those I spoke with. The home on 3rd Avenue is now a residential address, but you can see the historical marker right in the front lawn. Riley Armott, WALB, your hometown news source.